I saw this.
I don't
think
even
I've
know
seen this.
if that's is that a real baby? So it's a baptism, swimming baby, first water test, water throw. Dude, I can't believe it, dude. It's terrifying.
They say they're supposed to be able to.
Yeah, they let them like turn over, they bob their head.
That is crazy. Let's throw them
Throw
in.
Oh, God.
Oh, the Crocs.
Jeez.
No,
And yeah, they don't touch it. You got to let the baby do it. Oh, finally, it puts its head above the water.
Oh, my gosh.
At what point are those parents going to step in?
Right? Is there a number of seconds or something?
I don't know. Maybe they're just going to hit that 30-second count for the TikTok video.
Or never mind.
No,
Never
say
mind.
it.
Once the bubbles start coming up, that's when they
Yeah.
they get you up.
Son of a bitch. Oh, man. Welcome to
Was I supposed to do that?
No, you do whatever you want. Riches and Rags. Awesome. I'm super excited. Today, our guest, her name is Tina Marquez, and she is a local drummer from Albuquerque. I actually, the first time I met you was, I think, 4 or 5 years ago in just some random odd band. And the first time I saw you play drums, I was extremely impressed.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today because you sent me your number and I already had you in my contacts. And, like, I think that band was kind of like the formation through, like, my current band.
Has
Like,
it still got some of the same members?
no, but that was the start of it for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were, what, 19 or 18? Right when I
Yeah,
started,
like 18,
you had
19.
just graduated high school?
Right.
Yeah. So since then, you've done, like, lots of things. I kind of see all kinds of posts on your social media from the drumming to also teaching. You do some teaching, too?
Yeah. So, like, I would say my sophomore year of college, I started teaching at La Cueva. Mostly just, like, their percussion section, like the drum line, and I used to do a little bit more, like, with the Wind Symphony, and kind of try to help out the jazz drummers if I can, just because percussion is such, like, a specialized instrument. They need, like, specific drum instructors at schools usually if they could afford them.
Is that your full-time job?
No. And so this year has actually been, like, the first year I've really kind of stepped back. Like, I haven't really been to 0 hours or anything this year just because I am so busy with my own playing.
Okay.
But I used to go every morning at 0 hour and after schools, and I used to be there a lot more, but yeah.
So you do the drums, like, as your kind of career is what you're going for, right?
I guess. I don't know. Right now I'm just having fun with it, and I'm, like, super lucky to be, like, making money off of it somehow.
Okay.
But I do have a day job. I do, like, part-time accounting during the day, and then
nice.
usually as soon as I get off of that job, I'm going to a gig or rehearsal or something like this, or teaching.
So it's a daily thing for you?
Yeah.
Every day? Is it something that you think you want to keep continuing to do, like, into your older life?
Drumming?
Yeah, like,
oh yeah,
just the music in general.
Yeah, if it takes over, then that's where I'll be headed. Sure.
Where are you trying to push it? Like, what direction are you trying to go as a artist or just a person?
Well, I mean, right now, like, I'm just enjoying getting, like, as much experience as possible. So, like, I've been, like, playing weddings and playing churches, which has been new for me the past couple years. But I think, like, passion-wise, it would be cool to get my band, the Mango Cakes, kind of off the floor. We've done good with, like, our covers and stuff somehow the past year, but just pushing, like, our originals and performing more than, like, 2 of our own songs at shows would be sick. And
can we bring up her band's Instagram page? The Mango Cakes, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the art. It's sick. It's like 70s style, right?
Yeah.
That's a good name, too. Who came up with the name?
So we had, like, a group chat, and I think someone like named it the triple ass crack mango cakes. Like just as a joke, they named the group chat that. And then we went to an open mic and played like one of our songs, and we had them introduce us as the mango cakes, and it just kind of stuck. But yeah.
I think it was a good decision to remove the ass crack part
Yeah,
out of the band
yeah.
name.
And I think it's because the guy running the open mic didn't want to say ass crack.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
he
I
said,
mean, how
here's
many,
the mango cakes.
there's that with the name and like lyrics for singers. I mean, you got to think of that stuff all the time.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
it's like who's
Yeah.
gonna want to announce you, or
Especially now our brand, it's like pretty family friendly, so. Yeah.
Okay. And when you say family friendly, you mean like no cussing or just no obscene?
I guess. I mean, we're like a younger looking group. Last year we used to play Sawmill every day for like 4 months, or not every day, every week.
Every week.
And that crowd was like very wide variety. So like one of our logos or our mottos is live music for everyone.
Okay.
So like
Live music for everyone. That's a really good motto.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's like you could hear some like older Motown stuff, but you could also hear us play like some newer Bruno or Harry Styles or something. But who knows? We may also play like a Metallica song and add
Okay.
horns over it, or
You mentioned you'd like to play more than 2 of your own originals in
Yeah.
a set.
yeah.
Have you advocated for that inside the band?
Oh no, we're
Oh,
working
you're
on it.
working
We're
on it.
working on it.
Yeah, okay.
We're working on it.
Yeah, it's tough to write. It's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many originals would you say you guys are cooking up?
We have a bunch of like half finished
Okay.
things. So hopefully a lot. We'd like an hour set with just our own stuff. That's like the goal for the next year.
That's a very good goal.
Right.
So, how would someone young start to do something like be a performer professionally? I would say you're doing it at a professional level, or at least like right there at. I mean, you're doing gigs regularly. You've been doing them for years. So, for a young person, if they wanted to start something like this and they didn't know where to start,
I mean, I would say it's kind of hard when you're under 21. But just going out,
why is it hard
just
when you're under 21?
live music, 21 plus. A lot of the jam sessions around here, you kind of have to have your ID for and stuff like that. Like,
You don't think they'd let people under 21, maybe like 18, in certain places?
when I was under 21, I do remember like having to go super early,
Okay,
like
yeah.
before the bouncer would get there, and then having to kind of hide in there.
That seems to be the way to do it. I've got a
Yeah.
friend. I'm not gonna use his name. You may know him. He's very large, very good at music. Like he's like just big. He just looks older, so he would always kind of just be able to get away with it, just
Yeah.
without having to show an ID. They would just assume,
No, and I had the opposite problem.
Yeah.
Like I was playing like San Diego Casino last year, and I walked out for something and I left my ID on my drum set, and they almost like didn't let me back in.
Oh,
They're like, "We do not believe you." But back to your question.
yeah.
I would say try to play with people a lot.
Even if it's just like in a house.
Heck yeah, I think I had like a little rock trio,
Okay.
like from early high school through maybe early college. Our dads would like book us at the state fair and stuff like that, and even though they were like gigs no one was there for, they'd still sign us up and be like, "You guys have an hour set to put together," and we just kind
That's
of
still
go.
valuable
Yeah.
experience.
Oh,
Even if
yeah.
you're playing for no one, getting to like get up there on a stage and
No,
and-
100%.
yeah.
Like I didn't see any other like 12-year-olds out there.
Oh, you
out
were
there.
12?
Yeah, like
Damn.
super early.
So is your dad a musician?
No, neither of my
Okay.
parents are.
Was it one of the other members' parents that was more like encouraging of the music, or you said it was the dads that got you
Yeah,
signed up
my
at the state
dad
fair?
and my
Okay.
guitarist's dad.
Okay,
I guess they were just super into it.
right on.
Or anytime like one of our families was throwing a party, they're like, "You guys are playing."
Right on.
Yeah, just jamming, honestly. Finding other friends in school that are into music and into the stuff you are. I think another thing that would really inspire me, and I still do it like almost every morning, is like just watching people performing live on YouTube. Like I used to watch Green Day like religiously and just think like, man, it'd be cool to be in front of crowds and do stuff like that. or like during COVID, I would like watch Bruno Mars all the time, and that kind of influenced a lot of the stuff I'm doing now. So,
What's the largest crowd you've ever played for?
well, okay, so I did like drum corps.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, it's like if you don't know what that is, it's like the NFL of marching band is what I call it.
Okay.
But I'd play in stadiums like the Rose Bowl and like
Whoa.
Lucas Oil, which is like the Colts Stadium. I think I
Yeah.
did the Georgia Dome or one of the Mercedes Benz.
And were you in a drum line when you were doing that, or were you like
So
on
there
an
was a
actual
drum line
kit?
behind me, but I was playing the drum kit,
Damn.
the drum set in the front ensemble. So it was it was fun. It was fun. The sound systems were crazy. Like
Nice.
yeah.
Is there anything else in your younger years where like you tried it and you weren't good at it, or maybe you were encouraged by a family member that you just didn't take to it? Or was it always just pretty clear that you were good at drums?
Yeah, I definitely liked drumming. Like I did I played a lot of classical guitar in high school, and I played a little bit of bass, and I was pretty good at it, but like drumming just kind of would always take over where I had to prioritize it. Yeah, it was I did sports and stuff like that, but I guess I just didn't have the passion for it.
I see you posting regularly about both like your athletic life, right, and your music. How do you balance? How do you determine like how much of each to post, or do you just do it whenever you get time?
I was thinking about that today because I like made like a little edit of some of my running stuff, and I was like, if I drop this, is it gonna be like too out of the park of like the reels I've been posting lately, or
Too out of the park? You mean like out of the range of what you're normally posting?
Like yeah, especially like thinking about like the Instagram algorithm and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm like, is this gonna totally flop if I randomly drop like a running video after all my drumming?
Does it do
reels?
that? Does it tell the algorithm if you're like doing a regular theme consistently and you put like a wrench in it with a like running instead of drumming? Will that mess with the algorithm?
I read some stuff that it does, so I was gonna try it like this week and just see if it like totally doesn't get views. I don't know. I've been kind of like messing with Instagram lately, just like seeing what gets them popping, or if I post on my story every day, do they get more views than if I dip out for a week and then post a week later? And it's weird.
What's the best results you've had?
I think this past weekend was like really good because I was posting every day, and then I had like some pretty good content. Like I got that new drum set, and then I ran a 5K. And those were getting like hundreds of views and like a ton of likes. Like I could like scroll through likes on my story, which I've like never had.
Okay.
Before I'd get like, I don't know, like 5 to 10 likes, but there was like over 20 on like every story, and I was like, dang.
Okay, right.
But maybe it was because I was being consistent all week. I don't know.
I think that probably has something to do with it. Yeah, the consistency.
So it's interesting.
Are you using more reels or more stories?
I would say stories.
Okay.
I want to hop more on reels, but
I heard recently in some of the videos I've been watching that like the Instagram CEO has definitely said he's trying to push reels more, and YouTube just came out and said that the demand for shorts is higher than the supply. So it's like the short of a YouTube is like an Instagram reel, it's like a TikTok video.
Right.
They're trying to copy TikTok basically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's where I think I'm it takes time, but that's kind of where I'm chopping up these podcasts.
Trying to get
segments.
them into reels, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to put them into reels and YouTube shorts. And one of the reels has taken off. Yeah.
And I've noticed, like, the reels, sometimes the shorter they are, like, the better they'll do.
I think that's correct. I think they want it under 30 seconds.
Right.
I've noticed that with YouTube. For videos, the shorts that are over 30 seconds, they get almost nothing. But if they're under 30 seconds, they'll get a couple hundred just right off the bat.
Right, yeah.
And that one Instagram reel I'm talking about, I think I put it up maybe like 2 weeks ago, and it's between 7,000 and 8,000 views and like 450 likes. And it's like the first one that we've got for this podcast that's taken off. A little
nice.
bit of a little momentum. But do you notice like a theme? Like is there something that you add to your videos to make them get more attention?
I mean, so the length is one, and then sometimes depending on like the time of the day you post them.
Okay.
I think. And I still haven't figured it out. So maybe there's actually no pattern now that I say that out loud.
There probably is. I mean, from what I've read, I mean, maybe not. It's funny. We're always just guessing in the dark.
Yeah, and then
shooting.
sometimes you'll post it at the same time that you did last week and it'll like flop. But other times, like some of my videos will like take off and get like 10K, and I'm like,
okay. So when a video flops, do you try and like take the same video, change it a little bit, and repost it, or do you just repost it again? No, you just don't try again. You just make new stuff.
I guess, yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's totally fair. And where would you say your attention is given to most? Which social media app? Is it mostly Instagram?
Instagram, yeah.
Okay. Do you use the others at all?
If I remember, I'll try to throw it up on TikTok as well.
Okay.
Sometimes on Snapchat, I'll give my Instagram a little shout out. But that's kind of, and then Facebook is kind of more like my family / like all the older musicians in town have that app. So I'll be like, I'm still alive. This is what I'm up to.
Nice.
So yeah.
I think I saw a couple of things on your Instagram as well, which is also why I was interested in like having you as a guest. You had one at the top. It said like comedy.
Oh.
What's that about?
I just thought it was funny.
Just to write comedy?
Comedy club.
You don't do anything with comedy? You don't go to the open mics? So it's ironic and just that it's there?
Yeah, because I was like, I was looking at some of my friends and it said like grocery store, and one of my friends said ski patrol, and then I was like comedy club.
Okay.
That sounds kind of funny.
Well, feel free to try and crack some jokes at the reaction videos when we get to them. That's totally fair game. And the other thing is you had some like links. Like what were they? Were you like selling something?
I think I put a link.
Like affiliate link.
Yeah,
Cameron,
yeah.
Can we bring that up just to give it a visual reference of it? It's her Instagram. What
is it called?
I think there might be some links on like my link tree. Those are just kind of like, I think there's one or two.
What's her Instagram called?
T Groovin.
T Groovin.
How do you spell that?
With the dot between the T and the G, right?
No, it's just straight T Groovin.
T Groovin. Yeah, it's comedy club. I don't know. I did you just add the club, or was it just always comedy club? I must have not read the club part.
Because I never had like a professional account.
Okay.
And the other day I wanted to make it into a professional account because you could like see the engagement on your posts.
See the analytics and stuff.
Yeah,
I would absolutely make
so I made it.
One. Yeah, that's really good. So the link tree you had, let's go ahead and click that.
Yeah. So those are really just like little.
This is
dope.
dope.
I have on there?
This is dope. See, like this is entrepreneurial, and
so I need to update it.
Hey, you started something.
Yeah.
You've got all the time
started
in the world.
It.
What's it? Mini activewear code.
Yeah. So those are just some fitness brands that like.
So how did you go about getting? What is it, like a commission link or an affiliate link?
Basically, if anyone ever happens to buy from it and they use that code, I get
it's a basket
a little
that's
commission.
Open. Hell yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
And did they reach out to you and like, hey, we want to sponsor you?
Yeah, I get a lot of DMs from
Really?
a lot of those fitness accounts.
Okay.
I liked them, and then I just put another one up in my bio that I should add to this page, and they're called Strength, and I think that I'm actually gonna try to promote them more soon.
You do actually like buy the products or test them out?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And where does the mango cakes take you? Just right back to Insta?
I think so.
That's fair. That's pretty cool. Now, who manages this account?
So it's me and the bass player.
Okay.
But he's on a hiatus right now, so.
Would you say you're daily posting on this platform too? For the band?
No, but actually, like this week, I was like, I'm gonna start upping the content at least on the stories.
You're one of the people I watched that when I'm scrolling, I'm like, damn, I need to just make more. I need to make more because like
really?
you're doing it, and I've been like watching over the last few years. You just started to build some momentum. It's so cool to watch.
See,
it's awesome.
That's great to hear because sometimes I'm like, am I being annoying or does anyone even care?
They care.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because I can never tell because I don't know. I just post what I genuinely enjoy.
I think there's tactics. I can't really say that I know because I don't have big Instagram accounts, but from what I read, there's one tactic. You can go comment on a bunch of random things in your niche. So like if it was like Albuquerque musicians or whatever, whoever's regular, you could just go leave comments on their videos. Hey, cool guitar. Hey, that was a sick solo. And then they go, oh, this person like my stuff, and they go check out who you are.
Right.
And it's a numbers game. It's like 100 a day. You hit up 10 accounts and you do like 10 messages or something like that.
Wow.
So you do like, and if you do like 100 a day, something like that, that'll build up your Instagram a little bit more. Just commenting on other people's stuff, because then just see, oh, who's this person commenting on my stuff, and they check you out, they like you, boom. TikTok's different. I think TikTok pushes the leads. I think TikTok gives them, they just push out the videos to whoever will watch them out in the world, and if people like them, they'll like it. And what I've noticed on my TikTok is a 10% like to view ratio keeps it going. It'll keep going. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then at least for me, TikTok is more. It's definitely not as like local.
No.
Right?
No. Yeah.
Would you say so?
Instagram does feel like it.
Unless maybe I just
on.
follow a bunch of local people, but
Well, Instagram is kind of that extension of Facebook, right?
Right.
And
Yeah,
Facebook
yeah.
is almost that like who exactly do you know in person, which is fair. So it does have that kind of like local feel to it, for sure.
Mhm.
That's awesome. Do you guys have any music videos coming up?
No.
No.
Hopefully. Hopefully soon, but
And then who takes the photographs when you guys are playing live?
it just depends. We have a couple friends that we really like. Our friend Emmanuel Morales, his Instagram is like Photo Noel. He takes awesome pictures.
That's really cool.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites. He did like some fitness pictures for me. He did my grad pictures.
You guys have that whole place moving.
The casino.
It says Launchpad. Is that the Launchpad?
No,
that
I
stage?
think we're just promoting
Okay,
Launchpad
yeah, like,
with that
doesn't look-
video.
Nice.
But it's interesting finding that balance too. Like me and my bass player, like running the account and like figuring out like what we should, because obviously like everyone kind of has a different perception of what looks good on social media. So, but yeah, we try. And then that was another thing, like getting that logo and like those fonts, and we have like a color palette and like the little icons
Did you
in the stories.
Did you outsource for those? Like,
So our bass player's sister is an artist, and she like made that package for us, like a branding package. So we like had that stuff ready to go before we even like stepped foot on a live stage, like in public.
And that's a huge kind of step up, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
just having that imagery.
No, for sure. And I think at first and she makes a lot of those posters that you see as well. But at first I was kind of like, why do we need a logo? Like we haven't even played a gig yet. And like now I completely understand why we did all of She made that, of course.
Wow.
But yeah.
And so the band members kind of extend beyond the actual musicians, right? There's those kind of people. Does she continue to make art for the band?
Oh, yeah. We basically reach out to her for everything. Like even I was designing a new logo head for for my new drum set, and Ivan was like messaging her, does this look good? Can I use these colors? Like
you're talking about the picture on the drum?
Yeah,
okay.
The bass drum logo. So
cool. She's
still very involved in
Is it gonna be an actual mango?
No, it's gonna be like that logo, just black and white.
Oh. That's still dope.
Let's give it away. Yeah.
That's probably to a normal person, like just looking at a band that were to walk on stage, seeing a drummer with the name on it just creates that professional look. How achievable is that? Is that expensive to do, or is it hard to do? Do you need a specialized person to put it on, or
no? I just went to the Evans website and said customize my drum head, and then since we have that color palette, I knew exactly what color to put the orange.
Okay.
And then we have all the PNGs, so I literally just dragged it and expanded it, messed with it.
Okay, and compared to the actual drum itself, doesn't cost very much?
No, I think they're normally like 80, 85 anyways. And
damn,
the one I just bought for my huge kick drum, I think it cost me 95. I just bought that like last week.
Okay. And I was thinking too, because in my head I would have, if I were to put a name up, I would have like made a banner or something. But this is like better. You don't really need a banner when you've got kind of on the drum head right there, right?
Right. And then like the other thing we're trying to do is because we've been kind of like rotating through singers and stuff lately.
Okay.
So we're kind of trying to make it like band focused, if that makes sense. So we kind of made like a new stage plot, which is a little different from like your average drummer in the back. So it's kind of like me and the bass player at the front of the stage,
That's
and the
cool.
singers, and then we got like
Yeah, that's awesome.
percussions, horns, guitars, whatever.
How many?
So that logo is right in the front of the
Okay.
stage.
And how many members?
Consistently, I would say there's like me, bass, guitar, keys, 2-3 horns, percussion. So like 8.
That's
Oh wait, and then the singers, and then the singers like
and
10.
singers, that's a big
I would say
ass band.
10.
That's cool. Are you guys gonna apply for any of the festivals coming up in summer? Are you gonna
I would love
January,
to.
February?
I would love to. I definitely need to look into that for sure.
I think the applications for the summer fests are like January, February, something
Okay.
like that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna try and apply. You know, what is that? Civic Plaza?
That was Sawmill when we
Oh,
had
that's
that
Sawmill?
residency last year. Yeah, so we'd be there every single week. I think we started in June and we ended like late October.
Okay.
So that was like huge for our growth as a band because it was like our first gig ever, and then we had to do it every week. So it like forced us to play
Okay.
for 2 to 3 hours every single week
It's a long
together.
set.
But it exposed us to a lot of people. I think we landed weddings and casinos and stuff like that out of that gig.
Now
And
those are paying gigs.
yes.
Weddings and casinos,
Yes.
they pay some money. So did the Sawmill market pay anything, or was it just kind of like
they
play
did
if
pay.
you want?
They did pay. Not good, but
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, that's expected, but
And it
I
was
mean,
rough because we had to take our own sound for that one.
bring your own PA.
So we had to bring our own board, our own PAs, like everything.
So would you say that's normal? Is that like if a new band were to want to really try and make it? Is that something they should expect to do?
I think it's very smart to invest in that stuff.
Like a PA and sound.
Yeah, because like we wouldn't have been able. We did a huge wedding up at the Four Seasons in September, and the people were paying us like a very good chunk. But like obviously, if we didn't have our board and our PAs and all the sound and equipment that we've invested into, like there's no way that wedding would have happened.
And this is just a thought off my head too for any people listening. Is like if you want to rent that stuff too, Guitar Center will rent out.
I think we
for, like,
did rent.
Okay.
We did
Yeah.
rent, but we rented something. I don't remember what.
Okay. Yeah, and then taking that opportunity to like take a low paying or no paying gig for that. I mean, a lot of musicians hate that, like play for exposure. It feels kind of like slaving and like giving it for free, but it does have value to it. You really never know. You're not playing for that dollar. You're playing to catch that next ear that really wants to hear you next.
No, yeah, and
Yeah.
like looking back at it, that we all like think about that residency. We're like, dang, it was like such a long summer having to do that like every single week. But I think we can all agree, like, one, building chemistry as a band, it was huge. Our song repertoire, like we have probably over 60 songs in our bank.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
That is so much to remember. Do you read scores so you don't have to remember so much, or do you just remember it?
We have like a pretty like organized set list. So we have like all of our songs, links to like some sort of version that we do, the key, like how many minutes it takes like without solos, what singers we have at the moment that could sing that.
Sounds like a big Excel spreadsheet.
It is.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it's like color coded with like energy levels and
Damn.
yeah, shout out to our bass player. He killed it with that.
Okay, so the more I hear about the bass player, the more he seems to be having like an integral role.
Yeah.
And is he the founder?
I would
this band?
so me and him are like the only two original members left. But
Okay.
so it's basically like a nonstop like scheming conversation. Pretty much like every morning one of us is like, we should do this. Don't forget, we have to do this today. Or, hey, what if we tried this? It's like nonstop. So I think it's good because we're both like obviously hungry for it. And, you know.
I think it'll take off. I really do. If you just keep hammering away at it, for sure.
Right. Yeah.
And do you ever plan on going out of state?
Yes.
setting anything up at us? Have you done
Yes.
it yet or no?
No, not with these guys, but we'd love
Okay.
to. We want to get the originals hammered out first.
Of course.
Don't want to
Yeah.
travel and play covers, but
That makes sense. Yeah.
maybe a few. But
Is there anything else that you're doing like other than the mango cakes that you'd like to like promote or talk about?
I mean, I do like backup, like whoever I like. They're my priority. But if I
Right.
get offered other gigs and I like really believe in the music or
Mhm.
like I see some great value in it, I will. And there's this artist, his name is Ezrock, and me and the bass player from the Mango Cakes and one of my friends have been backing him up lately. and-
Rock.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It's like Ezra, and then he adds like,
Is it Ezra?
yeah, no.
No, not the.
It's
not
a different
the,
Ezra. Different Ezra.
Okay.
But his stuff is great because I play one of his sets, and when I play his stuff, it feels like I'm becoming a better musician.
It pushes you.
Oh yeah.
What type of music is it? Jazz?
That's the thing. It's like I play one of his sets and we play all of his own songs. So it like forced me to listen to his records and try to emulate it. But I feel like after a gig with him, I've played like samba, funk, soul, punk rock, like everything.
Awesome.
So it keeps me on my toes. I love it.
Nice.
Like 3-4 weird stuff. Like it's cool.
Okay.
So
And for the Mango Cakes, who writes most of the originals?
it's kind of collaborative right now. Right now it's kind of just we like chilling my bass player's little studio with I don't know what the programs are called. Is it Ableton?
Ableton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ableton.
How-
Ableton.
I'm
I
surprised
don't
you don't know.
I'm like bad at the tech stuff. But we're like, "Oh, we came up with this groove." So that's our problem right now is we have our rhythm sections. And so we have a bunch of grooves, but we need like someone to come in and write like vocal melodies and lyrics. So,
Yeah.
yeah. That's like the next step.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, quick question, Cameron. Are the gains balanced out on the PreSonus for the mic 1 and mic 2?
I mean, it looks pretty even.
Okay,
You guys
cool.
talk, yeah.
I think my headphones are just being funny.
Sounds loud.
Yeah, right on. It does sounds so good for you.
I think so.
Hell yeah. I just like to check. I get all paranoid about it. I shouldn't.
I don't hear
but-
anything wrong. I don't
Okay.
know.
Right on. I'm going to just do this as a jumping off point
Cool.
to keep momentum going.
Yes.
Would you like to hit the gong? Oh,
Is it off?
No, that was me. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the kids instead of the gong.
Okay. 3,
Oh,
2,
oh.
1.
I totally blew it on that one. That's cool, though. Don't eat them because they are a bit old, but they got fortunes in them.
The fortune cookies?
Yeah.
Isn't it bad luck to open one and not eat it?
No. Is it? Am I giving my guests bad luck?
No, I'm just kidding. He goes, don't eat them.
I wouldn't. I'm gonna open one too, and we'll see if it has any repeat offenders. What you got typing in there? Oh yeah, he's looking up. Is it bad luck? And if it is, I'll take it.
looking it up.
Yeah, if it's bad luck, I'll take a nibble.
Most of us tiptoe through life to make it safely to death. That's kind of deep.
What do you get out of it? What is your interpretation of that?
My interpretation of this is that people don't go for what they really want to go for. They're just tiptoeing.
Mm-hmm.
They just follow.
Playing it safe.
Yeah.
And all the way
Definitely.
to get to what? A comfortable death? I guess.
Yeah, that's really sad actually. But it's true. That one's a
Would you say that you're taking risks? Like as a young person, when do you feel like I'm like when you choose choices in life, you're taking valuable risks?
yes. Like I recently had a talk with like an older drummer who lives here. He doesn't play locally here a lot, but he told me, he said, if someone called you for a tour next week, would you quit your day job and go? I said 100%.
What would it depend on who, or would it just be pretty much a yeah?
I would just go.
Yeah.
For the experience. Like, I mean, I'm lucky enough that I could do
Right.
that. But
Yeah, definitely.
but I would go 100%.
Yeah, I think that's a good mentality to have, is to always have your eyes open for an opportunity.
Yeah.
Because if you don't look for the opportunities, you're just going to miss them.
Mm-hmm. And then if you're lucky enough to do it, like, don't play it safe.
Was there ever a point in your life where you did tiptoe? Or do you think you are tiptoeing a little bit now?
I don't think so. I've always been like super busy and just like going for what I wanted to go for. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe when I was in college, like
How do you stay encouraged to keep doing what you're doing? Is there any like moments of discouragement? Because I like to like try and put, get into your guys' minds as the guests,
yeah.
see how you guys think.
I mean, there's definitely like days I want to do nothing, but
And do you give in to that? Do you do nothing?
I try to. I'm like pretty disciplined, and like the self-guilt will definitely kick in if I do nothing. So no, but yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
I feel the self-guilt too, but I think I let it get to me.
The
Like,
self-guilt.
no, I mean, like, I let myself, like, if I don't really want to do something, I'll just kind of like chill. And I mean,
Right.
it's not as disciplined as I should be. So I'm like wondering, like, if you're like experiencing this guilt on a higher intensity than I am
Maybe.
for not doing anything, because I feel it. I definitely feel it. Like when something's not, I'm just not doing something, it feels kind of bad.
I guess my thing lately has been, because I do have a lot going. Like if I showed you my Google Calendar, it's like, it's insane. But I try to put my energy into stuff that like I think will benefit me or that I truly enjoy. So like, and I think that one thing that a lot of people have to learn is like when to say no to certain things.
That's very important. And do you say no to a lot of things?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I used to say yes to everything under the sun. And
that seems to be common for a lot of people.
yeah, because you
starting
don't
in any
know.
field.
You don't know. Yeah.
You want all those opportunities.
You want the
again, yeah.
opportunities. And then, and it was kind of hard for me because I used to be like pretty passive. So I'd be like, I'd say yes to everything. I'd play for free for anything. I'd play music I didn't want to, just to like people please, I guess.
Well, that was kind of why I was asking you about, like, if someone were to ask you on tour, would you just go for any band? And now here you're telling me, kind of like right back full circle,
Yeah.
you did play music that you didn't quite like just for the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So would you follow up on that wisdom?
So I think,
And if that first opportunity to, like, have you tour came up, but it was something you weren't really believing in?
so I think that would be a little bit different because I'd be going more for the experience of a national tour.
Okay.
Like if I said yes, it would be for the experience of traveling and playing stadiums.
Okay.
Or those bigger,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's kind of where that experience. And if I hated it,
Yeah, I mean,
at
that's
least I
still-
did it and went on a run.
You're right.
You know.
That's an experience that's so rare to get if you could get
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
Like even if I end up
Go
not
ahead.
liking it, I'm young. At least I tried it. So
Yeah. So saying no to certain things.
yes.
Where were we? We were kind of like in a. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't want to backtrack on the conversation. I am looking to see if that fortune cookie was a bad luck or not. Cameron, you found out that.
It's not really like if you don't eat it.
Oh,
No
okay.
one really cares about that.
No one cares if you don't eat the cookie.
Yeah, it's just if there's no fortune.
If there's no fortune, it's bad luck.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And I think it's good luck if you can get the fortune out without breaking the cookie. We can check that third one, but I think it's good luck. You can try another
I would
one.
have tried it.
Yeah, let's try another one. But I think it's good luck if you can get the fortune out. I'll
Oh,
let
we're
you
gonna
hit
do
it.
another one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. 3,
Yep.
2, 1.
That's awesome. I think out of the 8 or 9 guests I've had, you're the first person that's counted it off. Everyone else doesn't, they just go for it. And it's funny because some will hit it hard, some will hit it soft. But Yep.
Do they all hit it in the center? Did you know you're not supposed to hit a gong in the center?
get out of here, dude. No, I've been hitting it in the
I
center.
played gongs in the Philharmonic.
I believe you. and
What you do
You're
is
shattering my
you have to,
world right
like,
now.
You have to warm it up and get it vibrating, and then you hit it off center.
Really?
I'm serious.
Can we do a little sound test to see like the
I don't know.
difference of
Let's
it?
see.
Here,
This is like a.
Here, I'm gonna.
So let's say you just hit it dead center. Actually, well, this is like a. It's kind of a toy, right?
It's a toy.
Okay.
It's cheap from Amazon.
I didn't want to offend you.
No, it's cheap from Amazon. I got it for kids.
But like, if this was a big gong and you were like actually preparing to like hit it in like a orchestral setting,
Yeah.
you'd have to like, you like warm it up very lightly and make sure the whole thing's vibrating, and then you.
I can feel that a little bit more through the table.
Really?
Yeah,
Maybe like more air is moving or something.
like
I don't
a little
know.
More vibration or something. That's pretty cool. That's
Fun-
a side.
Fun facts.
But you're right. It is a cheap piece of metal that I got from what is it, Taiwan or something. Is yeah. Anyways,
Anything on that.
you didn't see if it's good luck to get it out without breaking the cookie?
No, there's nothing really about that.
Well, there's no
Huh.
way I could get it out without breaking it.
No, I think it's one of those things to fuck with kids, you know.
Not even possible.
Messed up.
Say what now?
I don't think that's possible.
Exactly. It's one of those things to like keep kids preoccupied, you know, when they're like bugging you. So you give them
As I'm
a
over
mini-
here.
Yeah, I'm not trying to call you a kid, but you know, I mean, there's this one time my uncle out in Texas, he told, did you get it?
I think I'm going to.
Well, good luck with that. He told my brother, me, and my cousin. He said, "There's these birds called snipe, and you can do this thing called snipe hunting. Now you get flashlights and a grocery bag, and you're gonna go out in the hills and you're gonna flash each other, flash the lights, and the snipe will come to you. Just be quiet."
Really?
And so we went out. My brother, we were probably 10,
give up.
11, 12. Yeah, I would give up too. 10, 11, 12, and we started flashing the lights at each other. It was quiet. 10 minutes, 15 minutes go by, and no snipe. And kind of clicks in my head, the adults just got rid of us for half an hour.
That's
So
amazing.
There's no such thing as snipe.
They're
We're just
waiting.
3 kids out in the woods just flashing lights at each other with bags.
Just waiting.
Yep. And when we got back, my mother and uncle, and they were as happy as could be. Yeah. What does this one say here?
We have 2 ears and 1 mouth to listen more and talk less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stoicism. I forget who says that. I always forget the author of these quotes, but that's from an old philosopher. I like that. I have to kind of practice that on the podcast here.
To talk less?
Yep. Because
Yeah.
I ask you questions about stuff. Cool. What? Let's see. What time are we at? For the what's up now?
I didn't put a timer up, but we're at 42 minutes.
42 minutes.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. Want to dive into some reaction videos? We
Sure.
can watch that. We can start off with that one we already saw. So it's not but it'll still kind of give that shock factor for the viewers when they watch it. It says how to crack a back in Ohio. Jeez. Okay, we could pause that now. So basically, it's it's one of these chiropractic videos, and I really wish I had saved another one. But this one is, he's got a mallet and a peg, and he's
That's what that is.
putting a peg and a cloth in between, kind of like the tailbone. The patient is laying on his stomach, and he's hammering it downward. Yeah, I don't know. Would you get this type of therapy if you needed it?
No.
If this was the way to fix you, you wouldn't do it?
No.
I would. Anything it would take to like actually fix you. Yeah, that's intense. Oh man. Have you ever been to the chiropractor?
No, I probably really need it though. Without a doubt, I
Well,
need it.
As much as you work out, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I never stretch.
You don't stretch?
That's like my big.
Okay.
That's
and
my big thing.
how important is resting to you too? Because that was a question I had when I was like, we had
Oh yeah.
because you always busy, always disciplined, working out, but like it's important to set aside a day, right?
Yes.
And do you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I'm really bad. I'm really bad at resting, but I do try to like get good sleep every night.
What's the ratio of like? Do you have of like just a day off where you do nothing? Is it like once a month? Never.
Like absolutely nothing.
Well, I mean.
Well, last week I did feel pretty tired,
Mhm.
and like I woke up just super out of it, so I just called into work. But like my like rest day was sleeping in and then walking to the gym instead of going on a run, and then just having like a light little lift session and then walking, which sometimes I feel like is more rest, because I actually did read something that if completely resting and doing nothing stresses you out more than doing something, that you're actually not resting.
I can see
Did that
where
make
that's
sense?
coming from. Yeah, and I understand. I would count your day where you walked to the gym and had a light lift session. I would count that as a rest day.
Yeah,
because there's an element of momentum that your body wants to keep exercising. So to deny it, that is to stress your body out.
Right.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't like. I used to lift and try to do cardio every day.
Damn.
Yeah, but I definitely don't do that anymore. I like start each morning with cardio genuinely just because it wakes me up and it gets me going, and I listen to music for 40 minutes or whatever. And
it's a run outside.
No, it's different. So when I was training for this 5K, I was trying to get out and run quite a bit. But like this week, since I just finished that race and it's been colder, I'll like hit like 20 minutes on the stairs and then do like jog a mile on the treadmill and then incline walk another mile, or just kind of try to switch it up a little bit.
Okay. And for the lifting, like, what's your goal? Are you trying to be a female bodybuilder?
No. So the lifting actually started because I was trying to get into the fire department.
Really?
During
Okay.
COVID, like that was like an idea.
That's not an idea anymore?
It could be in the future.
Okay.
But I had to get stronger because I did try to take some of the tests like back in January. So I had to like put on some strength and a little bit more size for that. But I don't know. I just like it. Like right now, I only get to do it like once or twice a week because I'm so busy. Now that it's getting colder and like outdoor gigs and stuff should slow down and teaching will slow down, I'm hoping I get like more consistent with it again. But I mean, it's good for you, and I enjoy it. So.
I've been needing to get a gym membership.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what the goals are, but I just enjoy it.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think including exercise and healthy diet is just a baseline of, it's hard to do. I mean, and on the other end, like with your diet, what do you eat? Is that easy or hard for you?
Did you know me before COVID?
Yeah, you
did. You remember like the older me, huh?
Yes, that's how I met you.
Yeah.
When you were 19. Right.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
And it's fair to say you were like less in shape.
Just a little.
Just a bit.
Yeah. So when COVID first started, I went super hard with the diet. Like I did not eat sweets. I wasn't eating carbs. Like so bad to the point where like I wouldn't even eat like a piece of fruit.
Wow.
Because like I was like, oh, the carbs.
The sugars in it.
Yeah, like I didn't know what I was doing either. Like none of my family is into fitness or anything. I was just like kind of learning.
So that's double hard for you.
Right.
Too,
oh yeah.
Growing up, you just did eating different things.
Nah, my mom's a great cook. My little brother's a great cook. They're both food heads. My dad loves food. Like so, yeah, just like food is a big part of like, I guess my family, but So I just went super hard, started eating like a lot of vegetables and like protein. And then now I'm like way more lenient.
That's because you've seen results.
Yeah, and then I just have like the knowledge. I'm like, oh, if you eat this piece of bread, you're not gonna die. Like,
right. Yeah.
And now like fruit is like my best friend. I probably eat fruit more than anyone I know.
Yeah, I think there's something about fruit that's just completely different than all the other foods. Even the vegetables, like the fruit's like electrically charged. You ever see, like you could plug a phone charger into a potato or something and you can get electricity out of it, right?
Yeah,
so
I guess
all fruit is alive in that sense that it's like it has an electrical charge to it. And there's this whole other thing called like electroculture where you can like grow vegetables by conducting electricity into the ground and it repels pests off of them and it like so there's this I think eating that is energizing in the literal sense, whereas like eating meat and stuff, it is dead and it's gonna
I never even thought of it like that. That makes sense.
It's alive. It's food that's still same aunt with the uncle in Texas that I was saying that we were hunting snipe. the aunt, she was really into growing her own food, and she would say that we need to eat food that's more alive.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I thought about food different
Well,
when I thought that.
there's
when I
some
heard that.
yeah, there's some days I feel so dehydrated and like my body is like craving it. And I won't feel hydrated till I get like some apples or melon or something in me.
What type of water do you drink?
Regular?
Like,
I don't know.
do you like supplement like with mineralized water at all?
Sometimes I do like some like Gatorade Zeros and stuff, like electrolyte
Okay.
drinks.
Yeah, those have a lot of the sugars in them, but like actually, literally, I'm not trying.
Oh,
to
so stuff like
advertise it.
that.
Yeah, literally like this. So this is a German water called Gerolsteiner, and it's you can even look at there. It's got calcium, magnesium, potassium,
Oh, so it's kind of
sodium.
like
It is remineralized, and a lot of our water that we're given and the bottles and in the plastics, they've been rid of minerals, and that's what your body needs to retain the water.
that might make sense
So,
because
I mean,
we use
yeah.
the what do my parents get? Like the Crystal Light jugs.
Mm,
Like they deliver them to the house, so we definitely drink bottled water all the time.
yeah, I do too, but I like this too because I like bubbles too.
Oh, and I,
Bubbles are
the,
fun. Yeah.
carbonation.
Yeah. But yeah, I would give it a shot. Like if you want, I'll give you one. There's here you can take with you. Yeah,
sweet.
but for anyone else out there who's like, I'm not as hydrated as I want to be, try mineralizing your water. There's also supplements like powders that you can
mineral powders.
You'll see them labeled as like hydrated, like plus hydration, but yeah, it's making you thirsty talking about water.
Yeah, low-key.
Oh, that's funny. Let's watch another video.
Yeah.
Let's dive into another one. White people versus piñata.
Oh God.
I grew up hitting piñatas.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, damn. I kind of had some brutal videos for you today. I didn't mean for them to be so violent. Yeah, we'll leave that off. So for all the people watching, it's just, I don't know, it's bad judgment on everybody's part. I don't know. Damn, so she's the unlucky one. There's a lady who got hit by yeah, you probably guessed it right. Yeah, it's a dude wearing a blindfold, but they're adults. They're full-blown adults. 60s
It's not even
with
like
gray
some
hair.
little kids.
No, you'd expect a little kid to be hitting. So lady's coming out to like stop him, and he hits her across the head, and there's another guy that was about to come in too, and if she hadn't got hit by this guy, he probably would have got hit in the head. Yeah. So there's that. I can't believe I haven't played with a piñata in such a long time.
I know.
Have
Me
you,
either.
Did you ever hit a piñata?
Oh
as a kid?
yeah.
At like what age did we stop hitting them? Probably like, for me it was like 8, 7.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess once you're like older, everyone's so powerful, so it usually just breaks on the first hit.
Yeah.
Because
That's what
I actually
happened.
do think
Yep.
I was at a party with a piñata earlier
I
this
remember
year,
that.
and it definitely broke on the first hit, so I didn't get to
Huh.
hit it.
Like with a party with adults.
Yeah.
And someone, okay, just broke on the. It was a dude hitting it, right?
No, it was a girl.
Oh, it was a girl?
I think it was a girl,
Oh,
yeah.
she wanted to prove something?
It was her birthday. I think it was her birthday. So
Oh,
she
well,
got,
she deserved to break
she
it
got to
open.
hit the piñata.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? That sounds like a lot of fun. I might have that at my next barbecue. But what to put in them for adults?
Candy.
Did she have candy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like candy very much.
Oh. Well then.
I mean, I like my edible candy. Yeah.
That'd be
like
smart. Little wrapped ones or something.
Yeah.
Or just, I don't know.
Maybe not. Accidentally drug all your guests. If they didn't know.
Well, you just have to tell them, like, if
Yeah.
you can't do the weed, then don't.
It's cool that it's legal in this state and that it will be in the whole nation. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and I promise I'm not copying any other podcasters. I just happen to find these videos too on my feed. Let's do the man
Oh, no
versus
worries.
Cliff Bear. I saw this on another. Oh, yep, of
Aw.
course. And oh, this one's so hilarious. Oh.
I saw this.
I don't
think I've
even know
seen this.
if that's a real. Is that a real baby? That's a real baby.
Look at its legs.
So it's a baptism, and it's a priest. He's bald with the beard, and he looks like a friar, and he's taking this baby for its baptism and straight up dunking it, like full arms overhead, like he's about to throw it up in the air.
It looks like he drops it like in the like for a split second he takes his hands off.
Oh, like in the water?
Yeah.
Yep, he does kind of like let it go. I've seen these videos of these parents doing like water tests for their babies, just throwing them.
Yeah, and they like can't they swim or something?
Yeah, let's
right?
let's look it up in the search bar. What will we call that? Baby's first surprise water test. Swimming baby first water test, water throw. Yeah, dude, I can't believe it, dude. It's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
My mom did this shit to me.
They say they're supposed to be able to.
Yeah, they let them like turn over, they bob their head.
That is crazy.
I know.
It's kind of cool though.
Yeah, I don't know. If I was a brand new parent and I had never,
You wouldn't do it?
I would not instinctively like be like, all right, let's
Let's throw them in.
Oh God.
Oh, the Crocs.
Jeez.
No, the Crocs.
And yeah, they don't touch it. You gotta let the baby do it. See, this is the one I think I saw. This is nuts. It's like, let the baby up. Oh, finally, it puts its head above the water.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. Watch my 14-month-old pass her surprise float test. Yep, that's the one I saw.
The float test.
Yeah, that's some
Surprise,
long.
kill you.
My mom did it to me. I don't know if she did it to that extreme, but like there was definitely, I don't remember it, but there was definitely reminiscence of like, yeah, we would dunk you in the water as a baby and let you swim around, like put you under the water. And yeah, no. But hey, it works.
Yep. At least they won't drown.
Well, what if it does? Like, and you're
The
filming.
other parent better be in there. I don't know.
At what point are those parents gonna step in?
Right? Is there a number of seconds or something?
I don't know. Maybe they're just gonna hit that 30-second count for the TikTok video.
Once never mind.
No,
Never
say
mind.
it.
Once the bubbles start coming up, that's when they
Yeah.
they get you up.
Son of a bitch. Oh man. Skating in a school. What's that one?
Ooh, what's this gonna be?
Probably something cool. Oh,
this is not
no.
what I expected.
No. Oh no. What do you think? Do you think she planned on doing it?
No,
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know.
I actually can't tell. Kind of went straight in.
I don't know.
She might have been trying to turn down.
It looked like
the
maybe she was
hallway.
trying to turn. The way I think of it, she maybe is a little bit older, in her 30s or 40s, and maybe hasn't been on skates in a while. Yeah. Yeah, no one wants to break into glass willingly.
She was going hard.
Yep. Did you ever skate in school?
Yeah.
You did that?
Well, so me and my friends, like in middle school, we were definitely like little skateboard, scooter kids around the neighborhoods, around the schools, around like everything. So definitely have moments like that
You
on
never
film.
you never got in trouble?
Oh,
you
yeah.
You got caught doing it?
Oh, we would get, yeah.
I did that once too with a friend.
Yeah.
We got our skateboards taken away. Yep.
No, yep.
We just really wanted to take our skateboards in the halls. They had some
Mhm.
like socials.
And they're, like, slick,
Eisenhower.
too.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where you went, but let's see. Zip line fail. What do we do? Okay, so it's a guy going in between two cliffs on a zip line. There's a seashore.
Is he holding it?
And the zip line kind of just stops in the middle. Yeah, he's hanging. Let's see what the audio sounds like. Yep. Oh. Damn. What do we do? Yeah, I don't know how I would get out of that situation. I see these people doing this crazy stuff and free climbing. I would never do any of that.
No, I don't think I would either.
Oh my gosh. How many feet do you think he is up?
I can't tell from here.
Couple, 100 maybe?
From like from the ground that's below him?
Yeah.
I don't no.
Looks like he can
I
get
actually
pretty
can't
hurt.
tell. I don't,
Yeah, that's tough to tell.
but it's not water under him.
Have you ever zip lined before?
Yeah, up in Durango, but it was much safer than that, I think.
That looks like they decided to make the zip line.
Yeah, the way that move, I'm not an expert,
The
but
way it sags incredibly in the middle and
it
doesn't
wasn't,
function.
it didn't glide.
And the way it didn't go from one end to the other leads me to believe they set it up. Let's see what else. Because I think, let's see. London being way too posh. Holy cow. Yeah, let's get some volume on this. This is a fashion show. It looks like a real fashion show. Oh, God. So these people are wearing what looks like balloons. Their clothes is like, it looks like Pixar clothing. And they're just balancing on a tiny trampoline and now doing some yoga, some kung fu. Humans are weird, man.
I know, like, what is this?
This is fashion. This is the future.
Oh, this is fashion?
Yeah. Let's
Ah.
see what the hashtags are. You couldn't tell?
I don't know if you could drive in that.
I don't think so. It's fashion, darling. Don't worry about it. London-based label. Brought to Fun Fashion Week. Harry, Harri. Yeah, that's how would you describe
I'm confused, bro.
Yeah, that's probably how you were feeling. You looked pretty confused too. How would you describe that clothing?
It reminded me of, I think it's the movie Incredibles.
Right, it's got kind of like, because the clothing
Like
they're wearing is...
Or there's that one scene where they, like, do you know what I'm talking about?
I think.
They, like, throw them onto her, and they keep blowing up, and they look black just like that. And then it's hard for her to move.
The test runs of the suits, where they're testing out the suits,
yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
they're doing the flame
they blow
on
up
it.
and she can't move.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but it looks like someone literally inflated the... But that's weird. See, like, that looks like a balloon animal kind of...
Yeah.
shapes. It looks
like stiff.
Extra legs attached to the legs. And they're definitely dancing. Very bizarre. I can't get over that trampoline. That fucking trampoline,
I wish I
man.
had a trampoline.
Oh my God, that's so ridiculous. And you know what? People, follow your passion. If this is what you want to do, these people are getting paid in London.
No, seriously.
And,
you do you.
they're selling, the models are getting paid to model. I'm sure they sold maybe one of those.
One.
And maybe those people bought tickets to the event. That's probably the most important thing, is like they're probably monetizing the event with tickets. And then, again, double dipping with the social media, getting some likes on TikTok, and then probably sending people to go buy some shit.
Yep.
It's a whole marketing thing.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It looks
There's
silly.
so much more. Maybe even trampoline sponsorships and who knows.
Yeah, yep. Damn. Should we take a break?
Sure.
Let's take a break. And then, Cameron, if you want to roll that ad video. I don't think we're going to get sound. If you want to take a break, you can. Enjoy.
Jimmy! You're gonna make it! You're gonna make it home! Where am I? You're in war! Where am I? Take me home! I wanna go to heaven! No! I don't ever want to hear you say that shit again! Where's my wife? I love her! Your wife has kind of been fucking your brother!
Damn.
No! Why? It hurts me to tell you! The son of a bitch! Don't you ever talk about your mother like that!
Plot twist.
Never say that about your mom! We're gonna get you home! Wow. It's a towel. I got from delaostudios.com. Oh, a Turkish towel. A Turkish towel. A delaostudios.com. We're gonna get you home.
I didn't see this coming.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Yeah. I'm gonna make it.
End scene. Riches and rags, Turkish towels. We're going home.
The towel thing coming. I didn't expect that to be an ad. I forgot it was an ad.
Cameron, can you pull up our website just so like this is how we're how I'm trying to monetize, just like how you had your affiliate link. My first little basket is a print on demand. You can go to delaostudios.com and and if that didn't convince you to get a rag, I might just have to make another advertisement to follow up on that story. If you guys want to head to our website, delaostudios.com, those towels are so fucking amazing. I've been using them.
Rep the towels.
Yeah. Anyways,
Turkish.
there's we got our Riches and Rags logo.
Heck yeah.
We've got 4 other designs: Bitcoin, Shamrock, a pixel heart, and a yen coin. And we also got a Sherpa blanket. It's kind of a smaller blanket. I'd say like if you were like sitting in a chair reading, drinking tea or something. Okay. It's like a lap blanket.
Oh,
it's not like a giant blanket.
You got robes?
Yeah.
Those look fresh.
It's actually pretty comfortable. And yeah, that's it. That's all. Because I don't want to, have too many different things and whatever. But yeah, anyone who wants to head to the website, you can go get those right now. Boom, bada boom.
Heck yeah.
What'd you think about my first commercial?
It was good, and you did that all today?
This is the shit I see in my head. Like
I appreciate that you are trying to make it come to life.
Yeah.
You're not, what is it, living on the tiptoe, or you're not tiptoeing.
No.
That wasn't a tiptoe move.
It might offend some people about war, but fuck war. So
make what you want.
Yeah.
Make what you want and put out what you want.
I like that piece of advice. Make what you want.
Seriously.
But I talked about it on my last episode. I had 4 ideas, and I talked about it with my last guest, and I was like, I can't just be talking. I got to make something, right?
Yeah.
So that was on the agenda today, and I was like racing all day to get that done. I thought I could get it done in like 2 or 3 hours. Took me 6, dude.
No, I was gonna say that was today.
Yeah, dude, all today. Because I had the idea all in my head, thinking it over a couple times. What I did is 10 minutes, maybe typing up the script, and then I went to the Halloween store to get a couple of the Halloween costumes, and then Smith's to get corn syrup. 1 hour, and then the rest of it was like 5 hours of fucking with the camera angles.
No, I know how long that stuff takes.
Dude,
so
yeah.
Props.
But it was fun.
Oh, it looked fun. Spitting out the blood.
Yeah, it's really gross. But I can't wait to do the next one. So there will be more. The next one is him coming home, and
this is gonna be a series.
Yeah,
a series promoting your merch.
Well, kind of. I mean, I've really got only 3 that are centered around the same story, and I guess the other one is, I'll save that for last. But the other one is he gets home and he kind of sees through the window his wife, right, and then out comes his fucking brother but they don't see him through the window, and like
of course
she's fully pregnant, and he's not supposed to be back from his deployment or whatever. So he sees she's about to be pregnant, or about to give birth with his brother's kid, whatever. He gets sad. The whole commercial is basically her giving birth, being like, the baby's here, the baby's here. He's not in this commercial. This is now just the brother.
Okay.
So this commercial is just and it's supposed to be more comedic, not as dramatic. And her water breaks.
And the towel.
And it just keeps breaking. No, it's like a good 15 seconds of just like I probably have like camera angle from the knees down, and then a couple other camera angles on the floor of just water, just lots and lots and lots of water. And then of course they go, how are we gonna get out of this? The rag.
Yep.
One wipe, boom, it's just all magically gone.
It's dry.
Yep. And then maybe they just have the baby right there on the floor. I don't know.
And then after the baby,
shit,
you could literally wrap the baby in one of your blankets and then put the robe on her.
Holy
There's so much stuff
dude,
you could do with
that. You just
that.
helped me write the next part of this.
You put the
Oh,
robe on, swaddle the baby in your comfy blanket, and
Oh
then,
my God,
you know.
that's bad. That's because it's the brother and the wife. But
Yeah.
it would be a happy commercial in its own right. But then the third follow-up is the original military guy. He's getting ready to self-delete, right? And then like he has this memory of his father saying, "No, son, if you ever do this, just remember to wrap your head in a towel so that the person cleaning you up doesn't have a big mess." So
Oh my God.
So he wraps his head in the towel, and then as he's doing it, he decides that it's too comfortable. It's too nice of a towel, and he decides it's worth living for. And it's an anti-self delete ad.
I love that.
Yeah,
No, that's good.
So there's context around it.
All right.
Yeah, but
I get down with it.
yeah, they might be in that kind of film style. That's the only thing I know how to do. So
Nah,
that's the only
sick.
thing I've done is that today. So
Heck yeah.
that's
Advertisement.
again, yeah, not tiptoeing through life because it was embarrassing getting out there in the front yard and spitting up that stuff just with neighbors and mailmen walking by
Yeah.
and the UPS guy driving by. And yeah.
Nah. Go for it.
Did you ever have any like embarrassing things like that you just had to be like, you know what, I just have to block it out and just do it? Or would performing has always just kind of been natural and comfortable?
I don't know. I'm always like I used to be super shy, so I probably used to think everything was embarrassing. But like recently, I'm like, I don't think people care as much as we really think they do. And if they do care, then like,
You're right.
Oh, well.
I don't think people are too concerned thinking about
they're
themselves.
way too caught up in their own heads to
Mhm.
really care what you're
And
thinking.
what you're doing is great. Even if you were shy then, this is something like I even hit up a couple other people and a couple like business owners out there. They were like, I don't know how I feel on camera. And I'm like, well, maybe in the future then. Because I'm not going to push them. Like if people
No,
don't want to be on the camera, the camera's going to tell. The people on the audience end, they're going to see it and pick up on that vibe. So,
No, I think I might have posted like something about that the other day. I was like, it's crazy that I like will just like post random mirror selfies and like gym pictures and stuff because like 3-4 years ago, never
Yeah.
would have posted a like
now,
yeah.
did you ever wait till you had the results and then you started posting the backtrack pictures? Like once you were like, all right, I know I have the after pictures? Or was it always just like, this is what I am today?
So like when I first started, I had like they used to call, I don't have it anymore. I deleted it, but have you ever heard of a Finsta?
A what?
A Finsta? It's like it's short for fun
Oh.
Instagram, and you only
No.
let your closest friends follow it. And so like when I first started, I remember like I was maybe like a couple weeks in or a few weeks into like my like little weight loss journey, and I posted a picture. I was like, guys, I'm down 10 pounds, blah blah blah. And then as soon as I posted that one, I just like I was like, wait, it's kind of cool to see the progress stuff.
It motivates other people.
Yeah, and
I'm not gonna lie. Some days I'm like, when I'm feeling lazy and I see your posts, I'm like, all right, I'll go do something.
that's what people have
Yeah.
told me, and I'm like,
So
that
keep doing it.
that is insane.
And that other people have told you that too?
Oh yeah, I have like a little thing. I like try to screenshot them when I get them,
Okay, and yeah, that's good.
but yeah.
But yeah, like, see, I'm on the other end of the coin where like I'll do stupid shit like that in the front yard, but like posting like workout body pics, and I don't know. I wouldn't do that unless I knew I was like already jacked. Like,
See,
I
and
wouldn't
that's-
have the
And
confidence
then
yet to do that.
that's the other thing is like the whole self-perception on social media or even of yourself. Like, I guess I post these pictures, but I'm like, I don't even know how I really look because everyone has different perceptions.
That's true,
Does that make
yeah.
sense? Like,
You'll look small to like a bodybuilder, or
yeah.
you'll look like big to someone who's
exactly
small,
like
right?
me who scrolls through like my TikTok is literally gym talk. So that's like
Mhm.
all I look at all day. So I'm like, oh, that picture is trash. And then I'll still post it and I'll get a lot of hype. And I'm like, but it's because we all like just view different things. So we all just have like different perceptions of everything.
Have you ever come across Papa Swolio? Has he ever popped up on your page?
Probably.
I'd only like to bring this up. Not, I mean, giving him a shout out. He's funny as fuck. but
I
he's
think
got
I
a
know who you're
business.
talking
He's got like a
about.
good business model. You might know who it is. Once you see a video, you'll be like, okay, that guy. Go to
Yep.
his TikTok. Yeah, you've seen him.
I literally saved one of his videos like yesterday.
Yeah, so he's getting big quick. 2.2 million followers. Holy cow, he's been big. So yeah, just click any one of his videos and see if you can catch his business right off the bat.
The person you are trying to reach has gone to the fucking gym. Goodbye.
Yeah, let's go to his next one.
Step 1, eat a fucking steak. Step 2, go to the fucking gym.
And
I will find you.
That's his thing.
And I will make you go. Step 1.
Okay, let's go to his next one.
Papa Swolio, are your vegan tears ethically sourced? No.
Okay, so there we go. Let's pause that. So notice how he says, "Are your vegan tears ethically sourced?" Do you see what he's wearing?
Yeah.
This is how he's monetizing, and this is kind of like, because part of this podcast is one, figuring out how to do things professionally, but like also tying in that money end too, because I'm trying to learn that. Let's click on Papa Swolio's profile. His whole thing is he's created shirts, and I'm sure he's designing some of them. Maybe he's got a team helping him, or he's paying freelancers to do it. But it's, yeah, go ahead and open it. It's pretty much what I'm doing with the towels, which is you take an image, you upload it to a shirt, and then if they order it, it just ships from the factory to them. You don't got to worry about it.
Why is he so angry?
That's his whole thing. He's just mad at you because you're not going to the gym. That's just.
You're not.
I love this guy.
You're not eating real food.
Yeah, let's scroll down.
That was the
Look
one I
at-
saved of him the other day.
Damn. See, yeah, he's got. So this is his business. He has totally catered his entire monetization to what looks like T-shirts and coffee mugs. And then, of course, he's got his Train With Me. Of course, I think any person with a skill, whether it's knowing how to be healthy or playing guitar, to create a course of education. And this is on my list too. I will get to it. So, yeah, I just thought that was interesting to point out, like, how these content creators are actually.
Look at the effort that went into these.
It's zero effort.
No,
It's what is it?
seriously.
Yeah, that's a
It's like,
really good point.
Look at the
Cameron.
font and everything.
It's like what font is the basic Times New Roman?
Times New
White.
Roman. Yeah.
Like 2 seconds.
It says common Papa W, only Swole, and he's stealing the styles of other brands. Swole Fam, hashtag GTTFG, go to the fucking gym, Gaindolf, you shall not fast. His whole thing. It says pinch your nips. You feel that tingle? Yeah, this isn't a dream. You're actually here. You have to come to the land of sick fucking gains, and now you will have the gear to show for it. Pick something awesome and wear the shit out of it. I feel like I'm advertising the hell out of this guy's shit. We are, but I mean, there's no sense in like not giving someone credit where they're due. He's funny.
Yeah.
He's
funny.
knowing.
He
Yeah.
has very strong personality. And I don't know, it's like you see him and you know immediately like what his vibe is about.
And people play spin-offs of his videos too. Like they're like, there's a fat guy who's like, go to the buffet. Go to the buffet.
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I mean, he's definitely on to a successful path of content creation. So I mean, like these opportunities are out there. People get it. If you have an idea, you just got to get it. I mean, sure, he's using just his phone too. It really doesn't.
No,
look
and that's the thing. Like
like I'm going crazy.
creating
here.
the business stuff out of, anything really.
Yeah. Doing whole cameras and a whole studio setup is going over a little overboard to just get a project like this off the ground. But like,
It's not overboard. 'Cause-
for my podcast, like I'm trying to play a long game and I'm trying to network with people. And I
Right.
have other goals. I'm not just trying to make money. I like to learn and share that knowledge to any audience members too. So
No, I think like the investment in this and like even just like your time investment setting up the room and stuff, like even me immediately like walking in here, I was like, oh, this is like pretty legit. Like,
thank you. I
Yeah.
did put thought and effort. And honestly, like I said with that video, like this is the shit I see in my head. Like, it's one of my favorite things in the world to do is this room was empty and white, and I came in here and I would just sit down in different corners and I just kind of stare at and just look up, and I would visualize, literally like try and put everything on the walls with my eyes
Mm-hmm.
to see where I wanted everything. And it's like, action.
No, yeah, that's
Action makes the most
that's
of things.
yeah, that's important. Like even like that's kind of like what I always think about when we're like trying to design like our live shows and stuff like that. Like, okay, we might be playing an hour of covers, but how can we tie these two together, or what can we do here to make it like different, or just like all the little details that you don't think.
Do you guys
Really
do
matter?
do you guys do cool stage performance things? Do you do any like choreography dancing or
We'd love to start.
confetti?
We're actually planning
you
on
go.
adding confetti.
Hell yeah.
Another little detail that I like decided to do recently is since I got that new drum set, I already like LED stripped the bass drum head. Like just like little stuff like that,
Okay.
I think means a lot more than you think it does.
Is it one of the vibration LED strips?
No, but
If you get the sound ones,
will it go when
it'll-
I kick it?
you can get and there's different many companies because lights are very sellable, but you can get some that work on vibration or that work on sound. They're gonna basically light up with all the sound, but I mean if it's fine tuned to like be in the drum, I think you can get a kick drum to light up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's a start. The confetti thing we actually have been talking about. We want to try to get like a light person next. Just like keep
so
keep
cool.
keep pushing the limits.
Do it 100%.
I mean, because then you see other people in the scene starting to push the limits, and then I don't know, everyone's just kind of pushing it together, and everything strengthens. So
What else could the cool stage things do? Because I've looked up like videos, but there's not a lot of like how to. You just kind of have to watch.
well, just
the
like
professionals.
some little things I've seen is like one of our favorite bands to watch is Red Light Cameras.
They're cool.
And
They're so
so
good.
Amanda, their singer,
Mhm.
she helped us out over the summer. She was like our
Nice.
female singer
Wow.
during the summer, yeah. Which was awesome because our favorite thing about them is their stage presence. So like you can't have
Yeah.
Amanda on your stage and not be trying to sell it as well. That was like one of our big reasons to have
She's
her.
always smiling and throwing her hands up with so much energy.
fans.
The fan.
But that was what
Yeah.
back to my point is one of the things Red Light does is they like have fans on the front of their stage.
Okay.
And they all got that long hair, so the fans are just blowing and they look sick. like-
yeah.
It's a little detail that you don't think about, but
No, I never thought about that at all.
it looks sick.
A fan. It's so simple.
Just fans, and they're just blowing their hair.
Okay.
It also cools you down when you're performing. Like genius.
Yeah, those lights can get hot if you're up there a while.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
smart. All the little things.
Yeah, they Barney's super active in the music community too,
Mhm.
right? He's like a promoter for. He's kind of holding down the battle of the or not the
Yeah,
Night of the Living.
Living.
Events. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing's huge this year. Did you play last week?
Yeah, I played.
Were you in
With-
the Jamiroquai?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I
Yeah,
got
I
there
was-
like I think right after you guys played,
Oh, it's okay.
but
There's
Yeah.
a little there's a little footage online. It's actually good. I'd like to make an announcement, and I'll just cut it and put it in the beginning of the.
Where am I going?
We're gonna go to Instagram. Launchpad ABQ. And there's another night of the living cover bands. The flyer is really obscure. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's in. There it is. It's with the green and gray. The next one. Yeah, that one there. So yeah,
okay.
week 3, night 5, and I'll be doing keys for a different band. I'm not really like part of this band. I'm
Are
just
you-
kind of helping them out.
Is that
with,
one tomorrow?
Yeah.
I think I'm doing one on Saturday too.
Oh really?
So
This Saturday?
I think I'm in like 3 of them.
Nice. Nice,
yeah,
dude.
but my first one this year will be on Saturday. I'm doing
What time do you play?
I think like 7:30, so that's an early one.
I'll try and catch your show.
Yeah, we're doing a Foo Fighters, and it's
Nice.
kind of cool because it's me and like some friends from high school. And when we were in high school, our guitar teacher made us do like a Foo Fighters set. So now we're doing a Foo Fighters set here. So it's been fun because I don't really play that music anymore. And then,
Right on. Yeah, and I'll upload this episode tonight so that way it's online tomorrow morning. So we've got tomorrow night. I'll be playing Houses, Cage the Elephant.
you're doing Cage the Elephant?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, heck yeah.
I'm helping the Houses out, and then you said you're the next night, so the October
Yes.
22nd. And if anyone wants to go, you can get your tickets at launchpadrocks.com, right?
Yes.
Let's
And
see.
then
I don't know where your flyer is, to be
I don't
honest.
either.
Yeah, they just uploaded that new
And
one.
and then the mango cakes will be there next Saturday night, the 29th.
Okay.
I think we play at 11:30. We're doing Harry Styles.
Okay, so 2 Saturdays in a row for Tina.
Yep.
And then you said a third one?
I think so. I think I'm supposed to be playing on the very last night on Sunday. But
If you
I'm
want
not
to
going to confirm that one yet.
if you want to go see how badass of a drummer Tina is, go to her Instagram, and I'm sure she'll be making posts about when she's going to be playing. If you want to type in her Insta there. Tina, there we go. T Groovin, that's right. Cool tag.
Thanks. I'm honestly surprised it stuck.
And is this your only Instagram account?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I used to have 2, but I deleted them.
Why did you delete it?
So at first I started this one as like my drumming Instagram,
Mhm.
and then there would be like musicians in town that would follow the other one, and I was like, but I want them to follow my drumming Instagram. And then I think finally on my main account, which actually had, at the time my other account had more followers, before this one started to grow a little bit. But I think I just posted on my story like, hey, I'm gonna deactivate this account just so I could like keep it simple with one account. Go follow it if you want. If not,
It is a bit of a juggling.
yeah.
Process.
And then I didn't
Yeah.
know how to post on both because like,
Dude, they make it a pain in the ass. Cause now I'm adding multiple. Cause I've got my main. I've got the podcast, and then I've got delaostudios, which is kind of separate because other stuff's gonna be coming out of there. And then now I've added my new band. So it's like my Instagram's got like 4 profiles it's switching between. And I had to like fight for like 2 weeks to log into one of them. It would not send my phone a notification code. They make it very difficult for you to do it.
no, yeah, because I have mine, and then I run one for my students, and then I run,
Oh, nice.
and then I guess I'm on the mango one. But yeah, when I had 2 of my own, it was just I didn't know like where to post my stories, or I didn't know like I was like, well, this post is more drumming related, and this is like, so it was confusing. I've thought about starting like a fitness one as well, and then I was like, you should just be you on that account and just
Yeah, lean into
You know
whatever
what I
you
mean?
want to. Yeah.
Like, even if it is
Yeah.
like 2 directions, like who cares? Just
Yeah.
it'll
Yeah.
reach. At
Mhm.
least your following will be in one spot, I guess.
And I think people use different platforms for different things. Like, for
Mhm.
example, like YouTube, you'll get this, which is like the full production of it, right?
Right,
And
yeah.
then, or like a music video. And then the Instagram, you might get the pictures of what's going on. And then the
True.
TikToks, you'll get the video of making the video. So there's like, you
Yeah.
gotta know how to hit each
Right.
app. So yeah, definitely keeping like the lifestyle background, I think, is a solid Instagram approach. But what do I know?
That's I don't know either. I'm just going for it.
Yeah, it seems to be working. Damn it, I had something in my head and I was gonna say it and I forgot it. Don't you hate that?
Damn. Yep.
Every time I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna hit the gong. If you
want
want to
it?
hit it, yeah, and I'll open it this time.
3, 2, 1.
I still messed it up. Cool. Son of a bitch. Almost. Now I don't think my uncle was faking it. Those do get hard to open sometimes. Holy cow. All right.
You made a mess.
Yeah, I didn't think he was already like that. I'll have to clean this. How can you call a man free when his pleasures rule him? We can change that to person. How can you call a person free when their desires control them? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I'm trying to.
Like, it's like if I thought I was free, but I get hungry, I'm a slave to
Ah.
food.
Yeah.
Because I
huh.
have to
You
eat
have
at
to
some
eat.
point.
Yep.
So then another desire is, maybe to anything, any desire, to drink a delicious drink.
Yep.
So we're slaves to our desires. So how can we be actually free?
I guess you have a little bit of freedom in how you, I can't think of the word for this, but how you fulfill your desire.
How you fulfill your desire.
How you fulfill your
there's-
desire. There's some freedom in that. Like, yeah, you have to eat, but
There's
you have
a
the
healthy
freedom.
way.
You have
Yeah.
you have the freedom. Like, if you are hungry for ice cream, I guess you're free to eat your ice cream or whatever,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you feel at any time like slaves to your desires?
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like, how do you combat that? Because you said you're a pretty disciplined individual. Is there something you tell yourself in your head? Or
Lately it's been like, just like reminding myself that like instant gratification is only very, very, very temporary. Like, oh, I'm craving, or I'm hungry, and the closest thing to me is like this candy bowl that my coworkers keep in our office. Like, okay, is that gonna fulfill my hunger? Like my hunger? Is it gonna taste good for like the 2 seconds that it's in my mouth? And then what?
and then what? Yeah.
And then what is like the thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's that instant gratification. And I think it comes with social media too. So the past few days, I've kind of tried to like stay off the apps a little bit, just because I felt like this weekend I was like on it like all weekend. So I was like, okay, what are you getting from scrolling for hours?
Where do you redirect your energy? How would you give advice to like anyone else listening to the podcast? Like, what do you do when you need to get off social media? There's something you go do in particular?
I've been trying to be like more productive, to like not procrastinate. Like at work, if I have some downtime, like this week at least, instead of getting on my phone, I'll be like, oh, you have to like go chart out these songs because you have to play at church this week, or you have to go do this. Like just kind of trying to redirect my energy.
You've basically put so much on your plate for the whole week, the whole month, that there's always something for you to do.
Yeah.
You've designed it that way.
Yeah, and one of my new goals is, if it does get to that point where you're like caught up, I want to start trying to read, because I've like never been like a reader.
To read? Oh, like
books.
You know how to read, right?
I
You're
know
illiterate,
how to-
right?
I know how to read.
Because
but
I
I
saw
don't
you
read
squinting
books.
at the screen earlier, like, what does that say? And
No,
I'm
I'm
like,
just
usually
blind.
it's small.
I'm just blind.
No, to be honest with you, like, never been a big reader either. It's been they put me to sleep.
Or even listening to stuff like this, like podcasts and stuff. I've never even really like done that.
I think part of that is because you're so busy. Because the only time
Mm-hmm.
I do like listen, well, I'll like go to sleep listening to some podcasts, right? Like Your Mom's House or whatever. But like when I'm in the car driving and working, I drive for work. So
Okay.
to delivering or taking people around, I get to like listen to lots of music or lots of stuff, that prolonged hours.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. What would you read? Would you read like more realistic things, or?
So I bought like 2 books. I was in Durango, and me and my best friend walked into this bookstore, and I saw this book that said Willpower. So I bought that. And then I was in like the philosophy section, and some guy was like, this is a great read if you've never read it. It kind of talks about language and how our words like influence, and just like the evolution of it. And I was like, okay, and I bought it. I haven't opened it yet, but so I'm thinking more like the philosophy side.
Okay. And how long did you say you had the book?
I went to Durango a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago. So you've had the book for a few weeks and you still haven't opened
Yeah, I
it?
just kind of like forget them in my car.
What is that? Because I do that too. It's just this thing like where we know.
I don't think it's a habit yet.
It's
Is
not
what
a
I think it
habit.
is.
Because
I
you know
don't think
you-
it's a habit yet.
You want that element or that trait about your person, right?
Yeah.
That seems like a good trait, a book reader, learning information. But you think the reason is just because you haven't built the habit out of it.
Yeah, like, because I was going to read it when I was at church the other day, because I played, like, our first set, and then I had to, like, wait through the service to play the next one. So I was like, oh, I could read during that time. And then I left my keys on stage, so I was like, oh, well, can't read now.
Oh.
So it's just, like, little things like that. Like, hopefully it'll become a habit to
If
where I
it
just,
were a
like, bring my
habit,
book with me.
Yeah, like how I bring
And then-
water with me.
Yeah, and
everywhere.
then it's here. Like, my water bottle, like, as soon as I'm, like, away from it, like 20 feet, I could, like, feel it gone. Or, like, most people are like that with their phone.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as it's, like, not in the vicinity, like, you could feel, like, that detachment, so.
There might be even something like your brain is actually picking up with the electromagnetic frequencies, the EMFs, the waves that are coming out of the phones, you know? Those have a real effect on your brain.
Oh, I'm
so
sure.
we shouldn't sleep with your phone next to your head or anything like that. Do you keep your phone in a different room?
No.
No, you keep it, like, right
Yeah.
under your pillow?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that sometimes, too.
Yeah, so I don't know. I definitely want to get like less screen time, I would say. Less screen time, read more, try to I don't know, maybe even like start small, like 5 pages before bed or something.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
those-
to me that's big because
those
I
little-
can't make it past 3 without falling
It's
asleep.
hard, huh?
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
don't even try anymore.
Maybe those little steps. Well, everything starts with little steps, so.
I think you're spot on though when you're saying you have to make a habit out of it.
Oh, yeah.
That resonates with me.
And that's like when it comes to the fitness stuff, because I get those questions like all the time, like how do I stay motivated? How do you do it every day? How does it get easier? It's like, no, in the beginning it sucks. Like you kind of have to push through for a while until it becomes a habit. Like
You have to bake the routine to being a non-negotiable.
yeah, whatever you want, like anything, like you have to push through for a while. Like nothing worth it's gonna be easy from the start.
How many years did you say you had to push before you saw results for your drumming?
Shoot. Well, so I started super young. Is like the weird thing. I started like when I was 8 in lessons.
Damn. See, I thought you started when you were like 10 or 11 because you said you played that when you were 12.
No, yeah, I started drum lessons when I was 8. But I actually don't think I've become like personally happy with my playing till like very recently.
Okay, see, now that's a big point. That's a
Yeah.
big point.
So it's like I've been told I was good since I was 8.
Well, what makes you personally happy about your playing? Like, technically, what is it?
So,
You can get musical here.
okay, so I've always had like, because I grew up like marching snare drum and a jazz drummer, I've always had like the chops.
Okay.
Which is cool because I could like play super fast rolls and stuff and like rudiments that a lot of other drummers like don't really know. But at least for like the style I've been playing lately, it's all about like the feel in the pocket and like making people dance and making people move. And
That's a big one.
yeah, every time I'd like listen to videos like before like the past year or two, I would just like hear stuff and be like, oh, I don't like my timing there. I don't like this there. I don't like how it feels there. But lately it's like I'll listen to videos back at me and I'm like, dang, that feels good, or that, which is like weird.
How recent was that? Like a year ago?
I would say within this year, like within,
Damn,
yeah.
that's big.
And I think it's like partly experience, but also like partly confidence. I think, I like, as I grow more confident in myself, like just like as a person, I think it comes through with my playing a lot more. Like I said, I used to be like super shy, so that was probably definitely a big part of my playing.
That comes out. You can hear confidence.
Yeah.
People can hear confidence.
Oh yeah.
Even if you're playing bad. If you're like not you playing bad, like if a
No, yeah,
performer
yeah.
is like playing bad but they're like confident about it, people
Doesn't
kind of
sound
go
as
like,
bad.
he's trying to sell it, right?
Or
Yeah.
you buy into it as an
Yeah.
audience, especially a non-musician.
Yes, yeah. The musicians will be able to tell pretty much every time. But I think that making people dance, that's probably like one of the biggest bullet points for a successful live show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. People moving, people like feeling it.
Mhm.
And it doesn't even have to be perfect. Like, it's just like a certain, I don't know, it's like a feel. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
There's different kinds of dancing. Like even the death metal and the hardcore gets it going with the
Yeah,
wall of death
there's a
and the
pocket to
mosh
everything,
pits
yep.
and the circles.
Mhm.
And people like moving.
Right.
But yeah, I always wonder like how do people like dance like those slow piano songs and like that people are like the pop songs, you know?
Yeah.
Like when they go to concerts like that, they got to just be sitting down, right?
The ballads.
Ballads.
Like the slow stuff?
That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking of, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe that's more of like like an emotional feel, you know? Maybe
But
not
see, and that's
jumping
good.
around,
That's a
but-
dynamic part of a show too.
Right.
Like, is if you don't want to be like dancey the whole show, if you throw that one ballad in the middle, that's enough to break the momentum and fill the show out. Just, yeah, that's
Little
awesome.
change of pace, yeah. Makes it a show.
Do you play many other instruments? Like still like you said you played classical guitar, but
Not really.
Not currently.
I wouldn't count it. I don't think I do it enough.
And
Like, I'll like randomly get into it for like a few weeks,
okay.
and then
Do you have
ditch it
instruments
again.
lying around the house or something?
Yeah, I have a bass, and then I think I do have a nylon string and maybe a steel string acoustic,
Okay.
but yeah, it's rare if I bring them out.
And you said you don't read, but do you write?
No.
You don't write like poetry or lyrics or anything either?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's a good idea though.
I don't know. I think you've got a lot of healthy
That's a good idea, though.
vent mechanisms and growth mechanisms. Yeah. That's cool. Is there anything else like you want to mention or promote on the show? We're getting kind of close. We're maybe like that. Yeah, we're getting close.
I don't know. Any other questions for me? Or
No, let's close it up with some more reaction videos. If
All right, let's do
the
it.
links are still working, some of them get old, but we can dive into that. And yeah, the duck went down to drain. This one kind of sucks, but
Wow, look at the ducks. Ma, look at the. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Hey,
poor baby.
yeah. So the mama
It
duck
went
has
down the drain.
ducks.
the ducks.
No.
Oh
I've seen this.
oh, you have.
Ma!
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Holy shit, this duck just lost his entire family. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
The cameraman's pretty distraught.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. The duck went down the drain.
That's
The
the
chicks went down the drain.
that's the soundbite right there. The duck went down the drain. It's pretty sad, and no matter what existence in Earth, there's always, suffering and pain. That poor mama duck. For all the listeners, it was a mama duck walking across a what is that? A rain gate?
What are those
The
called?
hell?
It's
A rain gate? No, the thing
the
in the
drainage,
ground.
the
Yeah, the
sewer
drain.
things. I don't know.
The drain. The metal. What do you call that thing, Cameron?
Drain? I don't know.
the street drain.
The
little
street drain.
the poor baby
The
ducklings fell through.
The thing to the sewer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what though? We did reach out to the guy, and he got back to us, and the ducks are okay.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, he found them
All right.
in the local pond. All right, let's go to the next
In
one.
the local pond.
Dan Pena. Oh, I love every. Oh, yep, of course. Oh man, nope, not that one. Let's do Grandpa Fights Alligator. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Oh. Shh. So, where do you
Got
think
him.
this is?
Florida?
That's my guess. It just. Yeah, let's go through that again. This old guy, white hair. He's not even that big. He's got a frying pan, or no, it was a cast iron pan.
Yeah, the cast iron skillet.
Do you think that alligator is as big as he is?
Yeah, bigger.
That alligator's probably weighs more than
Uh-uh.
him, yeah. And is
Ugh.
longer than him. And it came up to him like it wanted to eat him, and he just nonchalantly smacks it on the head. Holy cow.
No, I'm not a fan of animals.
No?
Mm-mm.
Have you ever been attacked by an animal?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
on the 4th of July, I was murked by 3 pit bulls.
Are you kidding?
This was the deepest one.
Oh, dude, what?
Yeah. Sorry, my jacket scratched up my skin. But
Yeah.
that was the deepest
Bring
one.
it closer.
Oh, I'm out of camera, huh?
No, you're fine. Yeah, you probably
That was
see
the
that.
scar.
There it is. Yeah. Damn.
But yeah. And then I had some on my hamstrings and my hip.
That's
and
terrifying.
a bunch of. I actually just today I was proud of myself because I've been putting off. I finally got the hospital bills,
Whoa.
so I was like, okay, time to get the police reports and get all that and find a small lawyer to at least not have to pay the hospital bills. Cause
No, yeah,
it wasn't my
absolutely.
fault. It
No,
was the
no, no.
owner's fault.
Yeah, and the thing is that they have insurance, and if they're smart, they'll have what's called umbrella insurance under their homeowner's insurance, and that covers dog bites.
Yeah, hopefully.
And if they're smart, an owner with 3 pit bulls,
not on a leash at the lake on 4th of July.
they may not. I mean, this literally today, I felt really bad because I had an experience not as bad as yours. How many bites did you get? How many punctures?
I would say 3 main ones, and then a little bit of abrasions and bruises everywhere.
How
but
did interaction? How long was it?
It was
did people
quick.
jump in?
It was quick. So I just remember we were all hanging out, and there's these people, and the whole lake was open. It was a Santa Rosa lake.
Damn.
Whole lake was open. Some reason they squatted up right next to us, and their dogs were on a leash. And I had to go to the bathroom, so I was like, I could jump in the lake, but no one's swimming yet. So I'm just going to walk to the restroom alone.
Okay.
You know, I get up and I walk, and they come over to me. And I've always been scared of dogs since I was little. So,
Damn.
but I actually didn't think, like, I didn't, like, immediately freak out. I thought they were just going to sniff me. So I put my hand out, and they start snapping everywhere.
Fuck.
And I remember the owners yelled. I think my friends yelled. And then they just kind of went away. So I think it was pretty fast. But, like, it's still, like, super blurry to...
That's pretty bad that they bit. But, I mean, at least the callback worked.
Yeah.
When he called them back.
Yeah,
Thank God for that.
right. It was just rough because, like, rangers didn't have Band-Aids and stuff. Like,
Damn. Would you use, like, your T-shirt?
yeah, we were, like, super ghetto, just trying to stop the bleeding in this arm. And, like...
And you left?
I just
Or
hung out the rest
You
of the
hung
day.
out the rest of the day?
we were
Sounds
already
pretty-
a little turned when that happened, so
Sounds
it
pretty
wasn't the
Puerto
worst
Rican.
thing. And then once I got back home, my dad was like, "We got to go to the hospital and at least get them cleaned and make sure."
You're like, nah, yeah, now that my good time is over.
The funniest thing was the ranger called me like a few days later, like that week, and he was like, "Hey, so we still have these dogs in quarantine because we can't find their shot records, but we just want to make sure you don't have any signs of rabies." And I was all, "Well, what are the signs of rabies?" And he goes, "I don't know."
Cameron, can we look that up?
I should have just started barking into the phone just to scare him or something.
That would have been great. That would have been so funny. Please do next time. We only live
No,
live
right?
once. And
I just hate that I think of the funny stuff after it
yeah,
happens.
thank you. The symptoms of rabies may be similar to the flu, including weakness or discomfort, fever, or headache. There may also be discomfort, prickling, or an itching sensation at the sense of the bite. Okay. These symptoms may last for days. Symptoms then progress to cerebral dysfunction, anxiety, confusion, and agitation. And I don't want to scare you, but we saw a baby raccoon and tried to help it out a month ago, and we looked up this rabies thing, and I think, let's look it up, but I don't think you can get better from rabies. I'm pretty sure it's fatal. I don't think you come back from it.
Really?
No. Yeah. Yep. There's no effective treatment. Though a small number of people have survived rabies, the disease usually causes death. So if you've got it, you're fucked. So
I'm still here, so.
no, you're living it up. So,
Yep.
no, you probably have noticed it by now.
Yeah. They put me on some strong antibiotics. They said there wasn't a need for a rabies shot, but
Hey, you know,
it was.
that is extremely unfortunate that happened.
I think it's a cool story, though.
It's a great
Like,
story.
I think it's
and
sick.
the way you handled it too. Hell yeah. See, mine. I feel like a pussy now. I was delivering a package and I was bringing the package up to the door, and the door was open, but the cage door was closed. Right, the gate at the front. And as I set the package down, the dogs were barking, and they opened like the cage gate door, and two like big dogs. They were like mastiffs or danes or whatever, and then one chihuahua. They all three came out at me, and I was like, "Oh no!" They came all the way as I was backing up, and the chihuahua started fucking with my legs. It definitely bit me, made some punctures, but I was just trying to tell the big dogs, no.
Nope.
Then the lady came out. She called them back, and I was like, yeah, like if they wanted to bite me like the chihuahua, it would have been like that. And it was a genuine fear. It was a primal fear I had never felt before. It was like, oh shit, right away.
It was weird because, like, even I remember, like, once I was finally good enough to, like, kind of run and kind of do, like work out a little again. I remember going on a couple runs, like, maybe within the next 2 or 3 weeks after, and whenever I heard a dog bark, like,
Damn.
immediate panic. It was like,
it's a genuine trauma trigger.
I guess,
response.
yeah, and I didn't realize it. But I think it's not as bad. Like your dog, I didn't freak
you
out.
were fine, but I didn't even notice. And
Yeah.
honestly, I felt like horrible today because like I was going in and out filming that commercial, and the dog barked. My dog barked at the mail lady, scared her. Just how I had been scared with. God, so I'm a hypocrite on some level, I guess.
Nah, you don't know. You don't know. It's good.
Hopefully, my dog never bites anybody. Maybe I should get umbrella insurance.
Yeah. I don't.
I don't even know if I have it.
I don't think these people have it, but
No, probably not. But you definitely have a lawsuit there, especially if you have medical bills.
at least just for the
Yeah.
medical bill, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It would be
Well,
nice,
Not just at least, definitely sue for damages too.
like the trauma type.
That's where
Yeah.
you can get a little bit of your actual, because dude, you got a serendipity set of events where you got fucked with by the universe, and there are legal actions you can take to at least play your part like a chess game. Just make good moves. For example, when I was working at a grocery store, I was 16, and one of the managers was hitting on me, like genuinely making sexual advances on me as a minor, and I just told him no. I was just like, no, I'm not interested. You know, that's not cool. And he kind of like backed off, but would look at me weird. But I didn't realize at that point, like, that was full blown, absolute 100 grounds to sue the company I was
Right,
working
yeah.
for, because one, he didn't stop. Two, he got my number. I gave it to him because I just thought, oh, I'm gonna give my manager my phone number. This is
Yeah,
what
and
you
you
do.
don't think about it
And
in
then
that way, I guess.
I start getting smiley faces, and then like he would give me the full up and down looks and like lick his lips. God, it was like,
No.
oh yeah, dude. Oh
what
yeah.
store was this?
I'm not gonna say the store,
Okay.
but it's a local grocery store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, looking back on it, he absolutely should not have been doing what he was doing. And I was so young, I just was like, no, don't do that. Let's just like forget
Yeah.
it. And nothing happened, and I should have sued. There might have been a very big lawsuit there with tens of thousands of dollars to be made just by sexual harassment.
Right.
This is, what is it, OSHA? You go to OSHA. There's this whole guy on TikTok I saw. His whole thing, he's a legal con, and he goes around getting jobs knowing he'll probably get sexually harassed. He like hits kitchens up and stuff a lot. He'll document getting sexually harassed, or even just eating his lunch with coworkers talking about doing sex or whatever, and he'll go to management and say, I don't want to hear it. I'm eating. This is against OSHA guidelines. And of course nothing will happen. And so he'll take all that evidence to, what is it, OSHA?
So he's just racking.
Yeah, and he does like multiples, he like sues multiple companies over and over. What is that? Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Yeah. Yeah, workers' rights. So he's just working the legal system, and yeah, I don't think there'd be anything wrong at all, because you are 100% the victim, and I'm not advocating for
No,
victim
that's
mentality.
what my parents said, yeah.
I don't think a victim mindset is a good thing to have, and you don't seem that way at all, but this is a genuine victim circumstance.
Yeah,
here.
like I was trying to use the bathroom on the 4th of July.
Damn. Yeah, well, thank you for being nice to my dog, not freaking out.
No, I'm usually chill. Like when I was little, I used to scream like crazy, but
Let's see. Let's hit this last one,
all right.
and then we'll wrap up. I know my camera guy's got to go. Are we fighting over the mouse, Cameron?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. Dude, isn't the censorship hardcore? That's it. We probably won't be seeing him anymore. Oh, you know what this might be? Let's take a chance. This might be the chiropractic video I really wanted to show.
Ah,
They're all taken down. You know what I need to start doing is I need to start like videoing these before they get taken down. Screenshotting them. Anyways.
screen recording.
Pretty much, yeah. So that I have a saved file. Well, I guess we didn't quite end on an entire bang, but we're
okay.
definitely at that 2-hour mark, so we're gonna wrap it up.
Sweet.
Tina, thank you so much
Yeah.
for coming out and
thank you guys for having me.
helping me make an episode and sharing your wisdom.
Thank you. This
All
was fun.
Right on. Hey, have a good day, everybody. Take it easy.